Hey, you guys are about 4 weeks away from the trade deadline and another just uncertain situation because, well, everything's different still, including the fact that the North Division has the quarantine issue. I suppose that could be a factor that anybody going up there north of the border would have to sit out for 10 to 14 days. How does that impact the overall trade situation? And what does your gut instinct tell you just league-wide about how the deadline might be?
Well, that's a factor. I mean, this whole year, everything is different and unique. You've got protocols, you've got less games after the trade deadline to the end of the year in a compressed season. So everybody has to make their decisions on what's right for their organization. I mean, we made decisions for our organization in the last draft. We decided we had 9 picks, or we ended up getting 9 picks, that we were going to draft players and replenish our system. It's the same thing going forward. I do not foresee us trading our first round pick. We need to use the next draft also to add more players to our group. Now, having said that, if anybody ever came along that fit for now and the future, you certainly explore it. We certainly have some cap space and things like that. But I certainly want to give our own young players the opportunity, now that the Barracuda are back playing on a regular basis, that some of those players certainly have worked hard and deserve the ability to come up and hopefully show us that they can make a difference for us both now and the future.
Sounds like, though, you're thinking that it might be just an overall slower deadline. I don't mean for the Sharks specifically. I mean league-wide, just because of the time after the deadline. There's not much, and maybe some of the friction points.
You never know. I mean, there's teams that might just say, boy, it's a unique year. We're in a position that we might take a swing at it. I think when the pandemic effect on the cap and the business makes things difficult.
Yeah.
So you throw all those in the mix, every team will look at it from their prism and say, you know what, this is how we view it, and this is the decision we're going to make. The quarantining, if a player gets acquired and it's 14 days, which means he doesn't play, he doesn't practice, he doesn't integrate in with the team, that would be a major factor also. So it's unknown. I think you'll see some trades to the depth that they have in past years, probably not.